Madam, I understand why you're cross, but this was not Anne of Green Gables moment. The total owing on the loan is £7,886.34. My problem, which is not inconsiderable, is that's £290 she's paying to you. £60 each month of that is interest that you're charging her since 2015. Do you see?
Yeah.
Because it's an overpayment.
Yeah. Because there's still over 7,000 left to pay.
If she had carried on paying this loan over the whole period, and there would have been a considerable surplus, right? A considerable surplus, something off the top of my head, close to £3,000 or £4,000.
Yeah.
What would you have done with that sum?
Then I would have told her.
And what would you have done?
If I'd have known that she'd paid me.
What would you have done with that sum?
Well, given it back to her. But it's because I knew she'd mess up, and obviously I was right.
Can I just say, I did ask Hannah a couple of years ago, because my financial situation was getting worse and worse, if she would consider going to the bank and reducing the monthly payments. Her response to me was she didn't want to muck it up because it's her credit at the end of the day. She didn't want to... She's always very reluctant to contact the bank on my behalf. I've asked her a few times how much is left,
yeah,
and
because
she's
you've
always
asked me to pretend
very reluctant to give me any information. So I'm quite upset that actually she did do it when I'd asked her to do that on my behalf, because...
I agree. And I think you're entitled to be upset about that. Now, last question. You're in an IVA. They haven't included this sum of, say, the 230. Is there free income anywhere to find that £230?
Absolutely none.
Hannah, Nicola, I have to tell you, this is a terribly difficult case. Your claim, Hannah, is for £5,000. The actual amount of the loan you say is owing as of today is £7,886.34. However, you are prepared to accept the maximum of this court, which is £5,000. As it currently stands, according to the agreement you had with Nicola, the amount of the payments that are owing, based on your initial agreement of roughly £290 a month, is £1,464.75. At no stage in your initial discussion about this contract did you ever say to Nicola that you would charge her interest. All you said was she had to satisfy whatever it was that the bank was charging you. Around 2015, you came to a different arrangement with the bank, and they reduced your monthly payments considerably. You did not pass that information on to Nicola at all. I said that the arrears were £1,464.75, but that's based upon the initial agreement you had. I find in law that you would never be entitled to charge that. You would only be entitled to charge the 230. The total amount owing, therefore, between March and July, which haven't been paid, would be £1,194.90. However, Nicola, you've paid an excess over that period, not just over that period, since 2015, when the bank reduced her monthly amount, you've been paying in excess of £60 each month. The total you have overpaid as an interest charge to your cousin is £1,025.43. Therefore, if I were to offset this, you would be owed, madam, £169.47. However, sadly, in law, a judge's hands are tied. And the difficulty here that I find is I have to determine the extent to which you can demonstrate realistically that you're able or willing to pay this judgment back. And by virtue of all of the honest evidence that you have provided me with, I am perfectly satisfied that you have no reasonable prospect whatsoever of returning a single instalment. To that effect, the loan is entirely delinquent, and the legal consequence is very serious. The consequence being that Hannah is entitled to say that you aren't going to pay it back. The result is that it becomes owing at once. And regardless of yours or her behaviour, that means, reluctantly, you're entitled to the full sum. And this court awards you the court maximum of £5,000.
Thank you.
For more Judge Rinder cases, click here. And if you've got a legal issue yourself, get in touch with us by clicking over here.